Hi all, today we are together with Carlos Pastor, who is a professor in ophthalmology at Valladolid University. Thanks to be here with us.
It is a real pleasure to be here and to share this time with you.
So this morning you made an intervention about the importance to have a registry and the importance to collect information and collaborate in order to make a better future for patients and also to have more knowledge about aniridia. What is the state of the art of this process at the moment, according to you?
Apparently, there are a national registry in most of the European countries. The problem is patients are not introducing the data, not only the data of the patient, but also the data of the disease, which is the course of the disease. Because one of the things that we have to do is to learn more about the natural history of the disease, and this is important. So patients are looking for treatment, and this is absolutely right. But if you don't put data inside of the registry, nobody is going to learn more and to help the patient in a close future. This is one of the things. The other idea is gene therapy are coming very quickly. And so we have now hundreds of clinical trials about modifying the genes. So to select the patient, the thing that you need is a place where the genotype, the proper genotype of the patient are located. Otherwise, because low or rare diseases are diseases with a low prevalence, it's going to be very difficult. So a registry is also absolutely mandatory. It is impossible to localize the patient just running by hospital in a country such as Italy or Spain. That is nonsense.
So one of the most impressive data you showed in your presentation was that a large amount of specialists, but also medical doctors, don't know about the definition of rare disease until when they meet a patient or they meet the specific rare disease. Why, according to you, there is this situation, and what are the advices maybe that we can do to the specialists and medical doctors to fix this problem?
Thank you for the question. I think it's very important. I think one of the situations that we have to solve is to solve the problem from the beginning. The beginning is medical school. I'm professor of the University of Valladolid, and unfortunately there is not a course, there are not lessons, even on a small course or optative course on rare diseases. So MD in all Europe get out of the medical school without the knowledge of rare diseases. So if you have not a large experience, I can understand that you don't recognize the patient, but at least you have to recognize that rare diseases exist and what mean rare diseases and what the patient have to do. And unfortunately, as I mentioned on my talk, only the 25% of the MD recognize which is a rare disease and which is an orphan drug, which is a pity. Yes. This is almost nothing.
And this brings us to the EARN, so to the European Reference Network. That is one of the most important points at the moment in order to get knowledge together. So could you please give us some insights about it and why it is so important for rare diseases and also aniridia, obviously?
Yeah, I think it's important because we cannot work absolutely in an independent way. So if you don't aggregate the knowledge, you never reach the appropriate level in any situation of the life. So rare diseases by definition are rare. So it is very difficult that people get enough experience to recognize and to treat adequately the patients. So the European Reference Network, they want to put together all the knowledge that we have inside of the 27 countries of the European Union. So it may help the patient, because as much we learn about the diseases, the better and the shorter the diagnosis and the orientation of the patient. If I am unable to treat you because I have not enough experience, but at least I have, or I can provide you an address, and I say, okay, go to this center, because in this center has experience in this. This is extraordinarily helpful for you.
Also because we are talking about millions of people that in Europe have a rare disease and then are seeking for therapies or care, or also just to know about their rare disease.
Yeah, people believe that by definition rare disease is the one with low prevalence, but they are approximately affecting between the 4 to 6% of the global population. That means millions of people in the European Union. In Spain, it's calculated around 2 million people is affected by a rare disease. So when you talk about the concept, you are a rare, I mean, okay, I don't...
You're not so rare.
Care about that, yeah, but you put all of that together, which is the idea of the European Reference Network, to increase the visibility, just putting effort together. And obviously, one of the advantages is that they are funded by the European Commission.
We hope, obviously, that the future will be better and also the knowledge will be will get more visibility.
Without any doubt. I mean, but it is impossible that any small hospital, regional hospital, any ophthalmologist working at home or in a small clinic may recognize and put the information running for the benefit of the patient. This is why we need referral centers. That's the unique solution under my point of view. And patients should be adequately not only phenotyped but genotyped. Yeah, that's critical, because right now there is the first gene therapy commercially available coming from Novartis is for retinitis pigmentosa. It's Luxturna. I think everybody knows that. But the only question is, Luxturna is only efficient in those patients with a mutation in RP65, which is the most rare in Europe. So, and there are probably more than 80 or 90 mutations in retinitis pigmentosa. But the population, the patient, when they receive the news, they say, I want to be treated. Yes. You cannot. Why I cannot? Because, or I don't know your genetic profile, or your mutation is not the mutation adequate for this treatment. And this information should be incorporated in the registry.
Yes. And this is so important. Thank you for your experience. Thank you for your answers.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. It is a real pleasure to be here in Alicante, nice weather, under a tree, and after a coffee.
Thank you again.